You'd normally think that on the day of an election, when there's not supposed to be any sort of party political analysis in the newspapers or on television, you'd think that there wouldn't be a sudden eruption of blue on blue attacking, but there is. The Conservative Mayor, Ben Hoochin, has attacked Rishi Sunak as he's trying to hold on to his job in the Tees Valley. He's given an interview to The Independent, and he says the local election should be a wake-up call for the Conservative MPs. He says that it's a damning intervention, and the Labour candidate Richard Parker has been reported to the police for alleged electoral fraud. Well, I remember when I was involved in this sort of electoral stuff, there was electoral fraud going on everywhere, and I was quite shocked to see it. I did report it, of course, but I was staggered, number one, by how little was done, even though there was clear electoral fraud going on, and it's quite shocking. Now we've got these two Conservative mayors, Andy Street and who's the other fellow? Ben Hoochin, Lord Hoochin, and to see an attack so soon after an electoral win. So, it's not been 5 years yet since Boris produced such an astonishing electoral victory for the Conservatives. And Hoochin isn't facing, for example, a Reform UK candidate to split the vote, so he is in a much better position than Andy Street, but nevertheless, he still thinks it's appropriate to do a sort of blue-on-blue attack. This is madness, utter madness, and he's right, of course, that to say that the Conservative MPs in Westminster are focused on the wrong things. They're focused on Rwanda and defending their Rwanda policy. And he says this isn't important. Rwanda will help if we get some flights off the ground, but in and of itself, it's not enough. Immigration is never enough. There's always a section of people who are obsessed by it, and it is a serious issue, but elections are one on the economy, on whether people feel like the country is getting better, is going to be better for them and their kids. And the immigration thing is a distraction, and a nasty distraction, and the Conservative Party were wrong to be led down that alley. It's a blind alley. It's the bowels of politics, and it produces the nastiest stuff. We've seen it again and again through history. When a political party is on the rocks, it turns to lashing out at the enemy within or the enemy on the border, and it never looks good. And in this particular case, the Conservative Party has spent huge amounts of money trying to justify its attacks and its rhetoric. Just down the road in Greece, they've just released the leader of Christiafgi, Golden Dawn, the party that agitated similarly against refugees, against migrants, against the other, and wanted racial purity and these sort of fascistic tropes. That's all it is. It's a desperate attempt at deflection, and the more money we throw at it, the more money we waste on stuff that might otherwise be doing good.